Hello. Hello. Alright. Hey, how's it going, boys? Helio here. Seen y'all in a while. But I am here and decided to do a series of casts here on recent tournament played in. And well, it was interesting for sure. But I don't know, I feel strange. I feel like I don't really have the satisfaction that I truly wanted out of it. But I suppose we'll just get right into it. I don't really know how I want to do this either. If I want to do it from my perspective or from neutral and talk about the overall theories and stuff. I'll just do it from my perspective. And since this is a long, I'll do it on times two. Or I can do it on times four and get both games in each series to one video. I suppose that's what I'll do from my perspective. So, anyways, I'm playing Third Armored. Big D is playing 119th. I don't remember. Well, actually, I can just look up what divisions we banned. Go. Here we are. So for divisional ban, I got the first ban, and I banned 82nd. Big D banned 11th ACAV and 4th Mott, probably because I am good with the divisions. And then I banned 79th. And then I got to pick. I picked third first because he banned 11th and 4, which are my more favorited divisions. I'm not a big fan of playing third personally. And then he picked 119th. That's how the picks and bans went. So third versus 119th on airport duel. Well, really, if I dig deep into my memory and I reach back from about 25 days ago or so, I think what my idea here was to shut down his recon and basically just out recon him the entire time and lob toe-twos at him. And I feel like I did that pretty successfully as well. You just skip to it. It's panel. So each 60 quick fix. This is a key role, a key player in my overall strategy here because the optics are very good, right? But the trait that this has is it has the jammer, which downgrades the optics of enemy recon units within the radar, as well as cancel artillery correction, which I don't really care about that part. It's all about the jammer part. And I'm not sure if it only applies to ground surveillance radar type recon or if it's to all recon, but I did see it working with his Spetsnaz GRU upon replay of this replay. It only worked once though, but it was quite an annoying unit to just have hover over. And also, it's a 50-point 40% ECM recon chopper. Very good optics. You know, there's no, even if this isn't as effective as you would like for the jammer trait, very good optics on top of a 40% ECM helicopter is very good optics on top of a 40% ECM helicopter. And another thing I did was I mass deployed snipers to try to, you know, snipe out all of his recon and whatnot. I did start with a cheeky Cobra in the opening. Some people tell me that this is not a helo rush; it's just a helo opener. I feel like it's a helo rush though, so I helo rushed him a little bit just to shut down his deployment over here, kill a couple of units for free. The snipers are absolutely deleting everything too. And if we take a moment and we go to his POV, he can't see anything that I have here. But I can see his one Spetsnaz over there. And I can see this, the Rapier. I saw the things getting loaded into there as well. Loaded into that building is what I mean, by the way. But yeah, you see me using my Bradley, my toe, as I had advertised as well. I guess he can see me whenever I'm moving across open fields. That makes sense. I can't see him very well in here because Third Armored doesn't get ground surveillance radar anymore. There's no more LRS in the division, which is a damn shame. Because if there was LRS in this division, you could totally recon cheese the fuck out of people with this division. But there are forms of recon cheese you can do in this division concurrently that aren't being exploited. The T-80Us murder M1A1s by themselves. F-111 cluster comes in. BigD, sadly, is not very good at dodging the bombs, which he didn't have to take any damage on the T-80U at all if he just dodged bombs properly, but I don't think he's figured it out. And I'm not going to teach one of my possible opponents how to do it, right? Sorry, bro. But you saw Ito unloaded and killed something right here. It was a BMP-1 Resvedka, I think. Yeah, it had to be because of the Mott Resvedka over there. And 50 cals paired up with snipers. You know, I'm just going to be... His infantry can't even get close to me. Your Spetsnaz are not going to be able to cross the open field to get to me. Nothing will be. And just see the absolute lapse of recon here. But here's where the EH-60 actually came into play. So whenever we go over to his site right here, he can't see this, but he should be able to. If I can bring up the tool. It won't let me bring up the tool that tells you where they're spotting. But for a moment, I do move it away from the Spetsnaz Screw too, because I don't think I even see the Spetsnaz Screw. No, I don't even see the Spetsnaz Screw. But I move it out of circumference, and the Spetsnaz Screw is able to see these units in here. So that is the one case, the one time this trait was actually useful. But you see, he's quite annoyed by it, so he's trying to artillery my EH-60 because it's low hovering. I think he tried to strafe it with a air unit of some sort at some point. Must have missed it. But good luck killing 40% ECM. Good luck. And now I'm just starting my Q move with mass fire team laws, and Bradley's behind them. Over here, his repairs are annoying me quite a lot, but I noticed that he's repairing his T-80U in there. I don't know why I'm allowed to see that he's repairing, but I am. Honestly, truth be told, I shouldn't be able to see the health of any of his units. That should not be a thing in this game, in my opinion. Should not be able to see the strength of the units. Now he's charging across the open field onto me over here, and my Itos are just going to keep on blasting him. Spetsnaz Gru could momentarily see that Ito because my quick fix wasn't there, but now they can momentarily see it anyways because it's shooting. Or maybe that's just what it was in the first place, shooting. Regardless, he's having a difficult time spotting where my ATGMs are coming at him, except for right there. It's obvious. It's just the big pointy tower, and he killed it. I have another one over here, though, luckily for me. And he's just gonna continue to try to poke out from this bush at me, but he doesn't have enough screen in front of this, which is really hard to do. It's really hard to put a screen in front of your tanks whenever you're trying to attack across the open. Here he does get a successful bombing run, but I'm able to force him to split. F-111 napalms come down onto where I think he's gonna be repairing his units, just to deny him that repair and annoy him a little bit. F-111 cluster comes out again. And my theory there on sending out 4 of the F-111s, you can't dodge 4 things at once. Good luck. That was my theory. Now this Ito, it has gotten to this building right here, and essentially whenever you get toes into this building, it's going to be extremely hard for them to try to push you out of this section of the town, and basically you're always going to be able to supply pressure here as long as you don't lose everything in there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Now he's starting to buy a lot of AA in response to my 4 F1s. I am advancing small squads across the open, get into his force, and deny him his favorite forest right there. T-80U is by itself. It's going to get singled out. 2 different tow missiles flying at it from 2 different locations. Possibility of side shots, along with the M1A1 pressuring it from the front. It's just a little bit too much. Hope I've been recording. Did I hit record? Yes, I hit record. Thank God. Okay. Over here, I'm doing a pretty bad job of attacking over here, but it's basically all about this assault right here. This map has one fatal flaw, which is that the city takes priority over the flank, unless in the case where the flank is where a 100% concentrated force comes from, like players such as average blob enjoyer do. But in the case where average blob enjoyer, he deploys 100% of his forces right here, and he just goes across the map, and you can't do anything about it because there's no punishment against tanks that are blobbing because you can dodge. You can dodge clusters. They're from high altitude, and he's really good at that. So there's no way to deal with that. But basically, what I was saying was, if you focus right here, this has 4 points altogether around this area. So if you're able to control this area, you're able to contest or control completely all 4 of these points. And in the case on my side of the map, I push up to here, I'm getting this for free. I already get that for free at the start of the game. And while you're dealing with me pushing you down the throat over here, you're going to have to try to buy units and attack into here or skirmish into here. It's not happening. You're just going to be stuck focusing 100% of your forces right here. Stop me. F-111s are hitting. F-15 comes in just for funsies. But at this point, the game's pretty much over. The ADU force had been thinned out quite a lot. Kills losses, not great, but it was still a good game from BigD. Fantastic job. I enjoyed playing a lot. And we'll get it right into the second replay right now. If I really gave a shit, I would just cut scrolling straight to that. I don't give a shit. So we played our games on the 18th. Yeah, I play a lot. That's game one. This is game two. Okay, so the picks and bans for this one. Okay. Picks and bans for this one. I banned 2As, and got to go onto Vertigo. Or no, I banned 2 legs because I had already banned 2As in a previous game because I hate 2As. And we're playing on Vertigo, okay. And then I banned second UK first because I don't want to deal with SAS. Then he banned first UK because I don't know, but he also banned 24th as well. Interesting. And then I picked second Panzer and banned fifth Panzer in the same move. And then he picked 27th. So that's how we are now. Second Panzer versus 27th. Overall strategy for this, don't remember. It was too long ago. But I guess we can guesstimate based upon my deployment here. Game start right here. Down to okay. Overall strategy, ATGM spam. So in Second Panzer is now the only division, West German division, that gets the Marder 183, the Milan. 5 frontal armor, you'll survive the majority of tank cannons from the front. I think like all tank cannons, except for like the 21 pen ones, but even those I think you can survive probably. So with it, they're double vetted. Okay, this is the maximum veterancy you can bring it on. 55% accuracy on the Milan one, and it has 5 frontal armor. It's guaranteed to get a shot off and do at least 1 damage to any tank that it hits. At least 1 damage. If it's a side chat, it's more. And then they're very good at fighting IFVs as well. And if we look on his side, his IFV of choice is the BMP-3, which is a fantastic IFV as well. And basically, I feel like my Martyrs can go toe for toe with the BMP-3s at this point, being double vet, except for they can't really. But it's pretty close. It's a close enough margin to where it doesn't really matter that the BMP-3 is significantly better. It's just close the margin on the IFV gap, because this is 50 points. This is 45. No, not that. This is 90 points. And the utility you're going to get out of either one of them is nearly identical at this point. Except for in certain use cases, like whenever you're abusing the 2,800-meter range on this, or you're really trying to utilize the high range HE cannon against infantry. But effectively, I've made his BMP3 be 40 points more expensive than my Martyr 183 for damn near no reason. At least that's how I think about it in theory. I could be wrong. I could just be retarded, but that's that's what I think. So, Compulsion Maker to secure positions. Little FS Sager right here. Small Lux Rush backed up by it. I have the Sniper guy because it's super stealthy. And I like to hide things in places to be super stealthy and see. Scimitar Rush over here. These Scimitars are on their normal veterancy, which is okay. But on 2-vet, these things really shine as well. But it's a damn shame that you don't get a lot of availability of 2-vet. You only get 2 per card at 2-vet. And you get 2 cards. So you can bring 4 total at 2-vet, which is theoretically quite strong. But I haven't had the moment to... I haven't really played with it. But over here, you can see what I'm talking about with my Martyr 183 Melange, just tanking a shot to the face and then dishing it right back out anyways. I was hoping that I was going to be able to get behind him with my autocannons, but that's not what happened. But regardless that I definitely lost that trade, I still was able to stall him out, kill his screening force, and scare him enough to not be able to feel like he had this zone entirely secured, hence the waves of reinforcements. While in the meantime, I'm able to push forward with my super effective 1A3s, my recon force. Jaguar versus TDBV. The Jaguar, pretty damn good. Bunch of Panzergrens running after the T80BV. Just charging down it across the open field. 2A3 got lost to some bullshit. Obviously, Jaguar hit a nasty shot. Leo 1A5 fast pathed up the road. Finishes off the T80BV. I played this game in a really scrambly manner. Don't really know why. I think I was just trying to be as active as I could be. Have this entire side done. Pushing in, just literally just walking up with infantry now because he's devoted so much resources to over here. Then over here, my Martyr 183 Milans are starting to fight his BMP3s. He's going to start getting the better of me, but it's only because my Martyrs have already used all of their Milans, which is super dope. You can get an IFE to live long enough to use all its ATGMs. You've probably been using it effectively. Now, his tanks are super low on HP and cohesion, and I'm gonna roll in my 2A3, scare him away until he can get his screening force back up, which has been happening repeatedly. Is his screening force has been dying way too fast for his tanks to actually be useful. But this is one of the reasons why I kind of think this map sucks too, is you can ignore this entire side of the map from either side and just attack this and then come around, cut off the reinforcements, and then push this. And honestly, that's a true blue way to play this map, is to 100% over here. Maybe have like 5%, maybe 95, 5%, one recon unit right there, and then just go up with an armored blob this way, and cut this way. Make sure you have the reinforcement lines cut, and then attack here from the front while he's not getting any reinforcement. And I guess that's kind of a problem with all the dual maps too, is you can just sit there for like literally as long as you want to. Like we're 20 minutes into the game, damn near. And yeah, like I don't know how to expound upon that thought further. It's just, it is what it is, man. On these dual maps, you can sit there for so long and just stare at the guy. And it's a real big problem on the ladder right now, too, because a lot of people abuse that, where they just don't care about this side. They only sit on this corner. I had a third armor player in a ranked game just sit on this corner right here, lobbing tanks for like 30 minutes before he finally lost. And it's just not fun that you're able to get away with that. Okay, sorry I got sidetracked and I wasn't really talking about the game. But anyways, that was my series against Big D. That was my first round in the SDL tournament. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment if you would like to see me deliberate on other topics while I'm casting the game further. And we'll see what I can do for you guys. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.